Good morning, Doctor Who fans. IMDb is here to gaslight you into thinking that this show was actually fantastic, and your opinions on this are just completely invalid. Because screw the fans, right? I mean, that's what Russell T Davies and Ncuti Gatwa have been saying this entire time in interviews, and then they're shocked that people aren't watching it. It's absolutely insane. We're going to get into this article in just a moment. Oh my gosh, my blood's boiling. These shills in the media drive me absolutely crazy. My name's John Delarose, and if you've been around, you know that I am an author, and a science fiction one at that. And this is my series, The Arration War. A lot of you have picked up the stars entwined over the last month as we've been covering Warhammer and Doctor Who topics. But there's a whole series here, and I should have been putting the series link this entire time. That was really not intelligent of me. There are Kindle, paperback, and audiobook versions of the entire series. And I also put that there's some related stuff here that you might not realize is so. I've got some creative stuff done here, and I'd love for you to check out all of this. Thank you guys so much for coming in so hard on these books. It builds into a wonderful sci-fi adventure. If you love the old Doctor Who, and emphasis on old, you'll absolutely enjoy this. Thank you so much for being there. That link's in the description below. Come join us in our community and subscribe as well. Oh, God. Oh, what a transition. I'll fix this and edit, guys, but you can't fix this. I don't know. Well, maybe you can with some electroshock there. Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about that on YouTube. But here we are, the next generation leaders. Ncuti Gatwa, the new face of Doctor Who, wearing a skirt and blouse, and what the hell are they doing? I just don't understand this. It just looks so bad. Any normal person will automatically tune out of this. There's nothing redeeming about it. We'll get into the comments after we go through the Shill Media article, but Nerdrotic really pointed out the very obvious best part here. Print is dead. Nobody's reading Time Magazine who's not a boomer. And if you're a boomer, does this appeal to you? I mean, that's ridiculous. So is Doctor Who. R.I.P. Doctor Who. 100%. Now, apparently, we're openly misinterpreting viewership data. So, by the way, the data is showing that very few people watch this. We're just misinterpreting that. The numbers that show this is the lowest ratings ever. We're just openly misinterpreting that. Yes, that's all that is. But how we're calling the series woke and unwatchable despite praise from critics. Well, what does that have to do with the viewership data? It is woke and unwatchable, and the critics just are woke and unwatchable themselves. This has been something known for years. If you remember the Stone Age, my friends, back in 2016, there was a show or a movie called Ghostbusters, and it was a female Ghostbusters, and the critics, ranted and raved about how great it was. And it was terrible. It was a woke disaster. Audiences didn't see it. They didn't watch it. It was a bust for the franchise. But they praised it and clapped for it. That's exactly what's going on with Doctor Who here. If you've read any of the reviews of this, you often wonder, am I watching the same show? If you're watching it. I did for you. I did reviews. You can go watch them on my channel. And I'm a professional sci-fi writer, so I'm probably better at reviewing this than a lot of these shill critics for these access media. But if you did watch it, you'd probably be like, is this the same show? Because the acting is over the top and terrible. Gatwa has no gravitas whatsoever. He just is prancing around like a flaming homosexual. Millie Gibson is completely unlikable. It's like the anti-Doctor Who. You used to have like people like Christopher Eccleston or David Tennant. And this is even in like the newer version of Doctor Who. I mean, you want to go back further with Tom Baker and the like. But just in like this iteration, those guys actually had charisma. They had a sense that they were guys who were there to solve problems, and that they were intelligent, they were quick-witted, they were somebody you could follow. That's why the companions are followers, and that was great. And of course, our Rose, the original Rose, not the dude who's pretending to be Rose. The original Rose was just absolutely beautiful. Guy, that's somebody you wanted to date in high school, right? I mean, it's what it was. Absolutely wild, but this is where it is these days. Sci-fi fans will know Doctor Who is a brand series cult classic. The original series, 1963. Okay. Namely, after the first 2 episodes was released on BBC One, the viewership numbers revealed that they weren't that good. They are certainly low. So here's how he knows that that you're going to lie to us. He's going to pull the while it is actually bad, it's a good thing, right? They are not complete numbers. Okay, cool. This is pure cope right here. These 2 are some of the lowest overnight numbers for the series ever. And so the viewership numbers for 22 were correct and complete, though. Oh, okay. So that's what they're doing. They're not. They're pretending that this is somehow going to be a success somewhere else, and that we're not reading the numbers right. Okay, sure. That's how it works. We've seen the report of the series has already been victim of review bombing by angry fans who haven't even seen the episode. Well, I saw the episodes. They were crap, and I reviewed them. This is what they do every time. How do they know that the fans haven't seen the episodes? They're just guessing. Well, I guess they know because the ratings were so low, nobody could have watched it to review it. Is that the analysis here? But they just told me that the low ratings didn't actually mean they were low ratings. This is such word salad gobbledygook, complete lies just to completely gaslight you on behalf of the media. It's shocking. It's really shocking. And so he continues on saying that the lowest ratings is false, even though he said it was low ratings. Okay. Well, if everybody was watching it and the low ratings were false, well, then the fans probably did watch it. Okay. And they did review it poorly. We can understand that some people don't like the new direction of the series. Absolutely. They're not forced to watch it. This is insane. Blatantly lying and misinterpreting information is simply wrong. That's what your whole article is this. It doesn't help anyone. It just looks sad. Look at how they just treat you with disdain as a fan of old Doctor Who. If you care about continuity, if you care about the fact that they're just brazenly making this universe into something that's not serious anymore, it used to be like, you could, it's kind of grounded in reality in a sense. It's a fantasy show for sure. But in the fact that, like, you could feel that this is an alternate universe that exists, like, within kind of a reality. Now it's just doing, like, song and everybody's busting into song and dance numbers. Like, that's not it throws you out. It makes it so it's just, this is a silly, ridiculous thing that doesn't make any sense. And that's where it's at these days. And so we don't look sad by saying that they bastardized this show with poor writing, with poor acting, with poor choices and direction, and with over-the-top, ham-fisted political message, which is just insulting to fans' intelligence. All the while just making it about, I guess, like, the new Doctor Who is just like a giant gay orgy. That's really what it is. I mean, gosh, this is Russell T Davies, like, fantasy, in not the classic fantasy sense, but in the creepy fetish sense. That's all it is. And he said as much. He said it in his freaking interviews. So don't gaslight us saying this looks sad. It looks sad that the Doctor Who has sunk to this kind of a low. It looks sad that they're bending over to Disney and BlackRock and all this ESG crap against the will of the fans. And they don't even care about the fans. They tell you not to watch, and then they call you bigots for not watching on the flip side. It's absolutely insane what these people are doing. But this is what the media does. And look at this. You can rely on us to provide you the most reliable information on the topic on pop culture. Yeah, right. You just lied in the middle of the article saying it is low ratings, but it wasn't low ratings. Which is it? Arthur S. Poe? What a fake name too. Ugh, it's absolutely shocking. Now, then, of course, Time is out there saying this guy's a generational leader. No, he's not. He's a diversity hire is what he is. He got hired because he's gay and black, and that's it. And then they just throw him out there, and all he does is complain about the fact that people don't accept him because he's gay and black. It's a big psyop. This guy's not leading anything. He's just being ridiculous. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Every person, gross. Disgusting. They're all like weirdos. That's what it is. Doctor Who goes, our doctor. But fans go, he's going to kill the show. I will never follow this man who insults anyone who believes different than he and refuses to listen to opposing viewpoints. He is the definition of unworthy of being a leader. Here's someone saying, I'd never thought I'd see the main actor featured on Time Magazine. Well, why wasn't David Tennant on Time Magazine or Christopher Eccleston or Matt Smith or Peter Capaldi? It's because they were white men. That's all. It's all about race. It's all about sexual fetishes, and they're psyoping you all the way. Yeah, I love this. And that's it. So yes, I saw some great comments on my last video. Thank you for that, saying there are 13 doctors. Repeat after me. And that's how you got to look at it, my friends. These people hate you. They want you dead, and they'll lie to you the entire way, pretending that all this is fine. Shocking. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out my Arroz War on Amazon. I appreciate you being there. We'll be back soon.